just got an interesting DM over here. It doesn't sound serious. I don't even know this company, but they just say they want to talk.
This story has shikat, which means this story is captivating depending on where you're watching it from. I'll teach you some Swahili. I'm loving your career growth trajectory. I'm loving your thought process. Yeah. I'm loving the understanding. And we're taking baby steps to get to where it is that you are. You're also helping a lot of people with understanding career transitions.
Yes.
When to transition, why to transition, when it's too soon. There's a lot you're giving in terms of value. Your DM.
Yeah. So things are quite stressful at this point at work because there's all these talks around transition. I'm also worried about the size of the team I've built and what that means for them.
Are you worried about yourself?
No.
Okay.
I'm not worried about myself at this point. I think it comes with just the value that I bring is something I can do anywhere. And just knowing that.
So you're not worried about, in fact, I asked this from the perspective of, are you worried that you're part of the people who are going to be laid off?
No, at this point, I'm not worried about that. I'm actually preparing my team in case of.
But did you think that you would be consideration to one of the people they wanted to let go?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Why?
Because also I'm not a very I'm not a very costly. If I look from a cost perspective, I'm also a costly resource. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. First of all, I love that you say that. But you know your worth. That's why you're
I know
costly.
my worth. Yes, that's why I'm costly, and I'm also part of you being a leader is you need to also see signs, and you need to see the moves, the power plays that are being played. Yes.
Had you lost direct access to Dimitri?
At this point, Dimitri had also left.
Oh.
Right? Yes. So there was a lot of movement across. There was a lot of disengagement as well in between. But I still have access to Dimitri, yes, because we had already developed our
your own personal relationship.
Yes, relationship are just connecting and from a professional perspective here. But there's been a lot of people coming in and leaving as well. There's been a lot of leads, new leads who are coming in. And just a change in the culture. There's a change in the culture that is there. There's a lot of new leads who have come in with a different vision, I would say, whether right or wrong, but it's a vision, right? And it has to be executed. Yes, it has to be executed, and you have to just note that what's my role in this, and how do I come in? What are the inputs, or the outputs? What is the change like? And for me, is to take my team through that change with the ease as possible of impact to them as well at this point. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. But also remember, I'm also looking for growth, right? That's why I'm starting to work on my profile, because I'm seeing I've been here for years, right? I have delivered my major assignment. I have done it. I've delivered. It's working. Team is working. I'm looking at, okay, what's next?
You know, I was going to skip this, but part of you doing a good job is you delivering on the vision.
Yes.
But then part of also you doing a good job is building the systems that therefore make your transition seamless.
Seamless. Yeah.
And therefore makes you an easy person to be picked.
Yes. You've done your job really, really well.
Yes, to the point where they're like, but if she goes, you still run.
We can still run.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
yes,
also visionary change. I recently had a conversation with Peter Ndegwa. And one of the questions I asked him was about that. Now from his leadership perspective. So I can imagine if somebody else is coming instead of Dimitri's, they want people who are going to walk with them.
Work with them as well. Yeah, they
Yeah.
want that buy-in. They want to also work with their team.
Yeah.
They're also building their team.
Yeah.
Right. So this happens, and this happens quite often, by the way, in companies where we have new leadership, and then within this new leadership, they're building their own leadership. So what happens to the leadership that was there? The integration, through mergers as well, this also
Yes.
happens, and you have to let go of, you have to shed off for you to grow again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like where you are. You were at the point where your growth is a word that you've used. You've got this marker in your life where after every 4 years, you are like, okay, what's my next growth trajectory? Okay, so what happens?
So, DM, somebody slides into my DM, and yeah, there's like, okay, hi, there's this company. I just wanted to have a chat with you about an opportunity that we have. Would you, if you're interested, just let me know. I remember I was at work. Then I looked at my two of my friends, Angie and Irene. I told them, hey, just got an interesting DM over here. It doesn't sound serious. I don't even know this company, but they just say they want to talk. And then the way things are going, they're charging me off at this point.
It's always good to have a team of people like that.
Charging me off. Hey, just respond. So I reply, and I'm very cautious as well. Like, how genuine is this fraud or not? Yeah. So I say, okay, set up a date, and then we get to meet, and the meetup, it was online, set up online, and I remember the conversation reminded me of the first conversation I had with Dimitri. It went on and on. It was so seamless. The way I took him through my profile, he was like, you know what, Ciddy? You are exactly what we need. I'm going to send you information about who we are. I'm going to send you everything. I'm going to just have a look, because I'm all the way in Kenya. This person is contacting me from Estonia. Remember the first time I heard of Estonia was during my Euro tour.
Yeah.
My solo travel era, when I was meeting people and they were telling me they're heading to Estonia while I'm heading down south to Spain, to Greece. So I'm curious now. Then he sends me info about the company, and I'm like,
what?
Wait a minute, what? Then I even sat up. I was like, wait. So I say, actually, yeah, let's.
Is this a recruiter?
This is a recruiter.
Okay.
They were just browsing,
Okay.
and they were looking for people. And I said, okay, let's do this. Tells me, okay, great. I'm so happy. Sends me a link. Tells me, okay, drop your CV here, and then arranges. Now I start receiving email, and the email are around interview process. I'm being interviewed. Like, in short, I'm being interviewed for this role. And he's gone, and we've gone through my profile and everything, and he's like, you are exactly what we need.
So you've passed stage 1 of the interview?
Yes. And from there on, I went to 3 more rounds of interview. And with every round of interview, it was a yes, a yes, a yes, until finally I had to meet the head of product as well within the region, and it was a yes. And then this took place between February all the way, because I remember the first session was in February. When I was being contacted, and I was like, okay, this is actually, it's happening. It's a thing, and I was excited, but then I'm not counting on it too much, because this is too good to be true. It sounds too good of a deal.
And how long is it taking?
It took a while, because I remember now, this is February, March. In March, we get the official notification at work now for redundancy. Because legally you have to give, initially it was announced before, but then later on they had to correct it and to give an official notification to all the staff around redundancy. This is in March.
So they say, we are going to be doing layoffs.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
they don't
officially
say
now.
Ciddy, you're laid off.
Not yet, because it has to be a 30-day.
Yet it's coming.
Yes. Now that one is now makes the process now official. Yes.
So they first just
it's no longer rumors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Notification of redundancy to all employees.
To all employees, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is done, and at this point, I'm not worried. I'm very relaxed. I'm preparing my team. I'm answering their questions, because people have questions, especially around job security. And when teams feel they don't have job security, then motivation is affected and performance goes down. But remember, the work still goes on. Customers are still customers. They don't understand you're going through this. So how do you still hold the team? So, but the going through that process, the morale of the team.
You talked about emotions.
Was very down. The morale of the team was very down. So it was just being present and being there, answering questions and being there for the team. So yeah, wow. And then come April, was it? Actually, that happened February, because March is when the official announcement. Yeah, March official announcement, and then immediately 30 days after, the people who were laid off received their email that they were laid off.
And were you one of those people?
Yeah, I remember I was having lunch with my team. It was on a Friday. We used to go to the beach to have our lunch. So we'd have nyama choma and, just having time with my team, because they had such a long period. It was a long 30 days, very long 30 days. And when we went back to the office, so I opened my laptop and the email is there. And yeah, your role has been declared redundant. Same to my deputy as well, because I had a deputy head of customer service as well. Her role had also been declared redundant, but the rest of the team was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of the team was okay. So I think my calculations were right as well. Yeah. So
what's your first emotion?
My first emotion is I inform my team that my role has been declared redundant. There's a part of me that is relieved. There's part of me that is like, okay, what next? And do I have also a vacation planned now? Because it's now that yeah, but also I'm not processing it from it has happened. No, I'm just there. Like there's no emotion at this point. It's just I just let my team know that yeah, it's happened, and we had just come back from lunch, so you can imagine they all just shut down their laptops, and yeah,
You know,
and but also when I looked at my deputy, she was also very devastated because she had just joined us. She had finished a year, right? So yeah, she was very devastated. So I was more worried about her than me in this case. Yeah.
you know, throughout this whole story, there's no point where you have talked about rejection from this perspective. And I don't want to call it rejection, termination.
Termination.
There's no point you talked about. You are the one who has transitioned. You are the one who has maybe not been allowed to enter, but you already didn't have a job.
Yes,
So
yes,
it's
yes.
different.
This is different
Yes,
now.
this
This
is-
is so different.
Yes.
Yeah, this is very, very different.
Had you financially secured yourself?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, this is important.
I needed a 6 months break. I knew that for sure.
Wow.
Yes.
So you had already done your maths and set up your life in a way that you could have 6 months runway. 1 year.
Yes.
Hold on. Battery's flashing. This one I'm changing. Let me come back.